Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan's Weekly Barbecue. Thanks for stopping in with me. What we got going on, 6 o'clock in the morning, is a 9¼ pound bone-in pork butt. We're gonna get this thing seasoned up. We're gonna let it sit roughly maybe an hour, about 7 o'clock, and then we're gonna get it in the old pit. I haven't opened up the garage door yet, just because it is right around 30, just under 30 degrees outside right now. So I'm trying to keep it at least a little bit warm in the garage. At least just for my sake. At least when I do things out here in the garage, I got the dogs running around me, biting me. Well, not biting me, but running off with water jugs and God knows what. Oh yeah. But today we are going to be using a binder, just some yellow mustard. We are going to be using a couple different seasonings, the Pitboss Pro Series Sweet Rib Rub and Pitboss's original pork rub. So that's what we're going to be using. Let's go ahead and start getting this thing seasoned up. So I generally like to try to start on the bottom of these pork butts. So go ahead and put some mustard on there for the binder. I try to keep one hand clean just to use to dust the seasoning on. Putting the seasoning on the bottom really isn't going to do much. This fat cap really isn't going to render down much, but that is fine. You're going to start to get it on those sides. That's where that clean hand comes into play. And go as heavy, as light as you guys like. I'm kind of going medium heavy. Not really a light coating, but not really heavy either. See if I can get that to stay on there pretty good. That down in there. Now we're going to move over to the top. Just make sure you get in some of these crevices. You're not going to taste any of the mustard, so don't worry about that. That right there, that's what looks like, I think I've heard it called a butcher's cut, where they just accidentally cut right into the pork butt. It's fine. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to let it sit for roughly an hour. I'll come back down here in about 45 minutes, go ahead and get that pit started, which is that little guy right there. And after we get it rolling, we'll probably be smoking. It's pretty cold, probably maybe do it at 250 today. Chances of doing it 275, they're up there, but we're going to try to shoot for 250. So, well, guess we'll see you guys in about an hour. Later. Got some smoke rolling. Now that we got some smoke rolling, before we get this in there, I want to get one of the Pitboss probes in there. So that's where the bone is right there. I'm gonna go, let's see, it even, where's it at over here? Right there. And I'm gonna go roughly right about, actually in from this side. One spot. I always use that reference, you know, about so far in. Let me see, so how I'm doing it right here, it's about where I want it right there. I'll just use my finger, not hit that bone, kind of stay away from it, makes it go hopefully under it. What you can always do is get a second probe in there later on, which I'll probably do. And over here, see we got the pit coming up, 130. Time to go ahead and jack it up. At least 225, get her going. After that, like I said, we got that going on. Not looking too bad. Probe's in there how I want it. So, now we just gotta wait till it comes up to temperature. That's now that we're up to temp. We'll pop this open. Place it right here, center rack. That's going to be her resting spot for next, oh, however long it takes, really. Plug that in. So we officially got it on, roughly about 7:01 this morning. We're cooking at 250 right now. We're up, internal temp is about 41 degrees. So it's been sitting out roughly an hour. Get you, see if we can get you a peek of it. Lighting ain't that great, it's still pretty dark out right now. And my smoking buddy's out there trying to do her business, so. Alright, that's where we're going to leave it. Once it hits internal temperature, roughly about anywhere between 160, 170 or so, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. Then, depending on what time it is, we may go ahead and crank it up to about 275. We'll see. Other than that, time to, well, just get the day started. Do my normal routine and just let this thing go. We'll catch you guys soon. Alright guys, so we're a little over 2.5 hours in. Just come out and check it. Once again, we're cooking at 250. Go ahead and take a peek at it. See how well the lighting is for this. Lighting ain't too bad for it. Like I say, we're out here in the garage. And maybe just a little bit. Go ahead. I don't have anything but water in there. Got the lens fogging up here. But I don't have anything in this besides water to spritz it, which is, it is what it is. I guess I do have apple juice. I could throw some of that in there. Normally I do use like an apple juice, apple cider vinegar mix. Other than that, we're gonna keep her, let her going, and we'll check back on it here in a couple hours. Oh, quick update though. We are at 98 degrees for internal temp, so we got quite a ways to go. All right, see you guys soon. All right, we're back out here another 2 hours later or so. It's, I think I checked the clock before it came out, it was 11:40. So 4.5 hours in, a little over 4.5 hours in, and we are getting closer and closer. I don't know if we can see that. We're up to 138 internal temp on it. So let's go ahead and take a peek at it. I have been coming out every hour to spritz this thing, and the lens is gonna fog right back up. Knew it. Take my glasses off too, because my glasses fogged up as well. Hey, look at that. Good spray down. I went ahead. Woo! I did add some apple juice to all that. Woo! Yeah. Lens fogged up, my glasses fogged up. But what I was trying to say, I did add some apple juice to it. So it's kind of like 50-50 right now, apple juice and water. You know, with us being about 4.5, a little over 4.5 hours in, I would like to think we should be on track to wrapping it here in the next 2 hours or so. If it doesn't reach about 160 in the next 2.5 hours, I might jack it up about 275. So, well, Godspeed, we shall see, right? Alright, update for y'all. Yeah, let's see. Going on 2 o'clock. So, we're getting to the nitty gritty. While I was off camera, I went ahead and rotated it, stuck an extra pin in it, which we're reading 154. And the pit itself is reading 158, and it's kind of coming to the stall because it hasn't really moved off of that for some time. But what we are going to do is we're going to give it a little spray and back this camera up. What happened last time here. Woo! All right. She ain't looking too bad though. Looking pretty good. I do believe I think what I'm going to do though is go ahead and wrap it, because if it's hitting that stall and it hasn't moved really much at all lately, it's in the stall, what a better way to push through and go ahead and wrap it. I was going to use parchment paper, but my neighbor has it, so back to good old tin foil. So let's get this thing wrapped and put back in. Here she is, pulled out. And go ahead and try to wrap her up in such a way I don't have to remove that pin. I want to leave that sucker there. Actually, turn it this way. Try to wrap it up as tight as you can. And because I don't want to lose any juices, and I forgot it on my tins, we got one of my wife's glass baking bowls, dishes, whatever she calls them. So now she's wrapped good and tight. All we're going to simply do, take this, toss it on back in. hopefully that glass dish is safe to put it in the daggum smoker. I don't want to see why it won't be. Goes in the oven, 400 plus degrees sometimes, so why not? And there you have it, we got it wrapped. So, up till she gets about right around 200, 202, or probe tender. I mean, you can slide that probe in and pull that probe out, and it feels like it's going through butter. That's how tender you want her. So, we'll catch you guys in a couple hours. That thing's gonna sit right where it's at for the next few. Alright everybody, here we are. We are gonna unveil the pork butt. We are going to shred it and we're gonna see how it turned out. I didn't record pulling it out and putting it into the cooler and letting it sit for about an hour, hour and a half roughly, right around there. But the wife's upstairs, she's got all the sides ready to go, so we've got to get this thing shredded and upstairs, so you're gonna follow me on shredding this thing. Let's see it. Alright, let's unveil this thing. Woo-wee! I don't know if y'all can see that. This bone's already sticking about a ½ inch out. How easily. I barely touched that and it came out. And that is a clean bone right there. Let me tell you what, my goodness gracious. I mean, it's falling apart in your hand. I mean, I mean, not much pressure at all, and it's just falling apart. It's great. The only thing I got to do, because my wife don't like it, I got to take this entire thing, flip it upside down, and I got to take this fat cap up. I got to take it off. I got to take her off. Let's go ahead and just place her over here on the tinfoil. Try to scrape some of this other fat off. That is meat. We're not doing that. Alright, so we're going to pick this back up. Most of it here. Place it right in there. Kind of unorthodox way of doing this here. Get that in there. Trap that fat. Pour that juice in there. You want to savor that juice. That's good stuff right there. I'm just going to place that right over there. And if you can see that, I mean, that's not much effort at all to shred this right here. I mean, between the muscles is just falling apart. That smoke ring right there, you can see it. That's getting pretty far down in there. There's a little bit more effort to shred this, but that's not too bad at all. I mean, a lot of people use those meat claws, forks. I just got some insulated gloves underneath and some latex gloves. And reach in there, and that's, I mean, falling apart. Falling apart. I'm just kind of going to reach in there and grab and squeeze. Grabbing. My glasses are fogging up. I don't know if that camera lens is fogging up, but daggum, my glasses are fogging up. I can't see. And this thing's been in the cooler for roughly about an hour and a half. My goodness.
She didn't bring a fork. And I go, you didn't bring a fork? Baby, didn't you feel like your lunch was missing something?
Yeah, there's a piece right there that hasn't shredded yet. Oh, wait. Barely any effort. And that thing shreds. That's good stuff right there. Let's go ahead and just shred that. Yeah. All right, guys. I didn't grab a tin, so we're using the wife's glass sheet. So we got dark meat. You take, for instance, color on that just looks phenomenal. Let me take a bite of that. Good. My wife probably called me right now saying, where's the meat? But I can't grab my phone because my hands are covered. Right there. Yep, that's the wife calling me.
Uber home that night.
Want to take it upstairs?
Get home, check my list.
Well, that's it, guys.
In bed by 7:30. It is 10
Perfect
o'clock.
pulled pork. No effort at all.
I am wasted.
I'm coming up with it now.
Blue lights.
All right, hey, so guys,
Alexa and the one in the bedroom.
we finally got the family fed.
I'm not talking to
We
you.
got the pork butt up there.
Alexa,
They're nice and happy now.
blue lights. And my wife
This is the remnants of
I was like,
a little bit of fat. We got a clean ass freaking bone here that came out. There's the neighbor gonna grab some fat. Yeah, he loves that shit. That's right. Eat that up. Hey guys, you enjoyed this one? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like, hit that notification bell if you want to see more of this coming. Definitely gonna have more of this coming now that this New Year's begun and I've got back into it. Starting to enjoy it more. Had a little bit of a break there. It's all right. We all have those moments. So we'll see you next time, and hope you all enjoyed this. And this is what we do here. Take care, guys. Later.